Spiritual significance of flowers by our Divine Mother. Part 1. Flowers and their spiritual significances. Chapter 5, page 64. Aspiration. Aspiration, innumerable, obstinate, repeating itself tirelessly. Botanical name Nicanthus arbor tristis, color white with orange. Elan of aspiration, nothing is too high, nothing too far for its insatiable ardor. Botanical name Cleome haslerina, color pink. Our Lord Sri Aurobindo says, aspiration is the call of the being for higher things, for the divine, for all that belongs to the higher or the divine consciousness. Our Divine Mother says, this taste for supreme adventure is aspiration, an aspiration that takes hold of you completely and flings you without calculation and without reserve and without any possibility of withdrawal into the great adventure of the divine discovery, the great adventure of the divine meeting, the yet greater adventure of the divine realization. Our Divine Mother says, aspiration is like an arrow. So you aspire, you want very earnestly to understand, to know, to enter into the truth. Yes? And then with that aspiration you do this, and Mother shows a gesture upwards. Your aspiration rises, 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 rises straight up, very strong, and then it strikes against a kind of, how to put it, a lid which is there, hard like iron and extremely thick, and it does not pass through. And then you say, see, what's the use of aspiring? It brings nothing at all. I meet with something hard and cannot pass. But you know about the drop of water which falls on the rock. It ends up by making a chasm. It cuts the rock from the top to bottom. Your aspiration is a drop of water. Instead of falling, rises, and when it makes the hole, suddenly it springs up out of the slit and enters an immensity of light. These are the words of our Divine Mother. Flame of aspiration, a flame of aspiration, a flame that illumines but does not burn. Botanical name Acer, Colors, autumnal coloring. Aspiration for purity. Purity is perfect sincerity, and one can obtain it only when the being is completely, entirely consecrated to the divine. Botanical name Spathiphyllum. Color cream white to pale green. Aspiration for integral immortality. An organized, tenacious, and methodical development of the consciousness. Botanical name Erva tomentosa, color white. Aspiration for the divine consciousness. Blossom, O precious of the flower, never close again. Botanical name Vernonia elegni, color pale mauve. Triple aspiration, love, life, and light, recognizing their master, respond to Sachidananda. Botanical name Caparis brevispina, color white with yellow. Power of collective aspiration. A harmonious collective aspiration can change the course of circumstances. Botanical name Hoya carnosa, color pale pink. Aspiration in the physical. Our Divine Mother says, have you never watched a forest with all its countless trees and plants simply struggling to catch the light, twisting and trying in 100 possible ways just to be in the sun? That is precisely the feeling of aspiration in the physical, the urge, the moment, the push towards the light. Plants have more of it in their physical being than men. Their whole life is a worship of light. Light is, of course, the material symbol of the divine, and the sun represents, under material conditions, the supreme consciousness. The plants have felt it quite distinctly in their own simple, blind way. Their aspiration is intense if you know how to become aware of it. Divine Mother. Psychic aspiration, constant, regular, organized, gentle, and patient at the same time, resists all opposition, overcomes all difficulties. Botanical name Ixora chinensis, color pink. Mental aspiration, its expression is precise and clear and very reasonable. Botanical name Ixora coccinea, color light yellow. Aspiration in the physical, manifold, simple and joyful. Botanical name Ixora coccinea, color deep red. Aspiration in the physical for the supramental, light, clustered, persistent, obstinate, organized, methodical. Botanical name Ixora javanica, color orange.